Hello. Right now, what we're going to do is, or what I'm going to do, is the most famous meat dish in Switzerland. And it is called veal Zurichoise. I must have cooked hundreds of them being there. And when I was in Montreal, I helped out at a little Swiss restaurant. And I did many, many more. I don't know how many thousands I did. But listen, the most important thing is that the pan is very, very hot. The hotter, the better. Because it needs to sear in the meat on all sides very fast. Because if you don't sear meat very fast, the juices will be out in no time. So since we are in Nicaragua, I could not find veal, and it's getting harder to find anywhere in the world because of the activists who do not want to kill small cows, which is understandable. So I am using chicken. You can use chicken breast. It's very good. After the sauteing, I added pepper. I'm adding it right now, and I added a little bit of salt. As soon as all the sides of the chicken is sauteed, I'm going to move it aside and put it in a little plate or bowl, because the one thing I do not want to do is I do not want to boil this meat in my reduction, because it will make it quite hard and unappetizing, and it's not as good. So I put it in a little bowl on the side. I added butter again to my frying pan. Now I'm adding the lemons and not the lemons. I'm so sorry. The onions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute them until they are translucent. Now, many people are adding mushrooms to their Zurichoise. I personally love it with some fresh mushrooms, like some nice chanterelles or something like this. But the original one doesn't have mushrooms in there. And I've been in Switzerland, and I ate Zurichoise at the Kronenhalle in Zurich, and there's no mushrooms in there. So anyway, don't let anybody tell you that's the case. Now I'm adding a little bit of white wine. And what you need to do is you want to reduce that particular wine reduction to about a half or a third in your frying pan. The moment it will be reduced, you can add, I will always add a little bit of chicken stock and then my cream. Now you see how this is reducing nicely. Somebody's asked me, well, why are you not doing fondue? That's one of the great dishes. Unfortunately, I cannot do fondues and present them to you how to do it, because the cheeses you find in this country are not the same. And you have to have first-class Swiss cheeses to make a great fondue. But you can find a recipe of fondues on my cooking site, my cooking class school, which is on www.chefjourneys.com. Now you see the sauce is reducing nicely. Now I will add the chicken back into the pan. Now, the one thing you don't want to do now when you do this, you don't want to cook this forever and ever. The only thing you want to do is you want to coat it properly so the sauce is coated nicely around the meat. And then you can put it in a serving pan and you serve it. And when you are in Switzerland, when you get veal Zurichoise, you will always get the roasty potatoes served with it. I made a YouTube for roasty potatoes, so they're right next to here, and I hope you're going to enjoy the meal. Thanks for watching us, and look forward to other YouTubes. Bye-bye.
Ready?
Yeah.